Before jumping into exactly what wake windows you should be following with your baby, it is so important to understand that wake windows are a guide. They are not the end all be all. This is how long my kid needs to be awake. If they're not awake that long, then everything's just like shot to hell. Like, it is not the end all be all of baby sleep. But wake windows do give us a huge clue into how our baby may be responding if they're overtired or undertired. So with baby wake windows, especially newborns, it is important to understand that the wake window is the typical amount of time that your baby can be awake before needing to sleep again. This may be different for different children. And just like everything else with child development, it's important to really learn your child's sleepy cues and to understand when they're tired and when they're really ready to go to bed. We will talk about sleepy cues in just a little bit, but I want to dive deeper into wake windows, so let's go. Okay, so we talked about how wake windows and wake times are a very important part of improving your baby's sleep. But we need to remember that it is just a starting point. So by 1 month old, your baby is only awake for 45 minutes to 1 hour. And they're going to be taking 4, 5, 6 naps a day in order to total 14 to 17 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period. So it sounds like a lot, and you're going to think at first, like, my baby is sleeping so much. Like, this is amazing. Baby sleeps a lot. And that's great. But make sure that they're only staying awake for 45 minutes to 1 hour. They're taking naps like every hour at least, and getting that 14 to 17 hours of sleep each day. By 2 months old, your baby's wake time has increased to 60 minutes to 1 hour and 15 minutes. And they still might be on 4, 5, 6 naps a day, depending on how long their naps are. And they will also still be needing 14 to 17 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period. By 3 months old, your baby is up to 1 hour to 1.5 hours, 1 hour and 30 minutes. They will definitely be on 4 naps a day consistently, and they still need 14 to 17 hours of sleep each day. By 3 months old, this is definitely when you should be on 4 naps a day. And then by 4 months old, your baby's wake windows are finally increasing to a little bit longer when you feel like you can maybe do something in between naps. And that means that your baby can stay awake for anywhere between 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours before they need their next nap. Now, at 4 months old, your baby's naps are going to be still all over the place. Some days you're going to get a great long nap. Other days you're going to get a really short 20 to 30 minute nap. So some days you might have 3 nap days. Some days you might have 4 nap days. But in general, you'll still most likely be on 4 naps a day because naps will not be consistent. So at 4 months old, your baby still needs 12 to 15 hours of sleep in 24 hours. 12 of those hours should definitely probably be overnight, at least 10 of them. 10 is like the bare minimum. But we will work towards learning your baby's sleepy cues, and I will talk about some sample schedules, but remember, they are only examples and they are not what your baby definitely should be or needs to be doing. So do not stress out. All right, let's go talk about schedules.